Hey guys, this is Feeding Frenzy 91, and I'm bringing you my thoughts on Microsoft's E3 conference. Now, Microsoft had a pretty good E3 conference overall, but it was huge. Like, it was almost 2.5 hours long, and as I think Phil Spencer said, they showed 50 games at the conference. So, I'm just going to break it down into 4 categories: announcements, games, exclusives, and just the conference, how it was overall. Let's start with announcements. They had a lot. Such as, I like how they're taking over other studios like Compulsion Games, I believe, and I think it's Ninja Studios and Ninja Games, and it's good because that means they can have more first party, which Microsoft really needs. I was also surprised by the fact that other companies allowed Microsoft to premiere their games within their conference instead of waiting for their own conference, such as Ubisoft. Ubisoft allowed Microsoft to premiere Division 2, even though Ubisoft's conference is later today. Square Enix did the same thing with Just Cause 4, even though that was leaked. So it was cool how Microsoft was getting these games. Even Devil May Cry. It was weird to have Devil May Cry premiere at Microsoft's conference because we're used to that more as a Sony thing, like it's showing more at Sony, so it was weird. Also, Kingdom Hearts, even though that didn't premiere, it was weird to see that, like having a little spotlight or whatever it is at Microsoft's conference. So it was cool to see Microsoft branching out there and really just getting the games. It was very nice. Speaking about games, let's move on to those. They announced so much games. I really don't want to get into all that in this video. So let's get to the games. They announced Halo Infinite, Gears 5, Fallout 76, Ori and the Blind Forest, The Division 2, and many other games. I'm not going to get into all of them. They just really did it very well. It was just game after game after game after game. Very nice. We got some release dates. We got some updates, some DLC. It was a lot they announced at the conference. But I was just really surprised at Gears 5. I wasn't expecting that this year. I predicted Halo 6 in my Microsoft E3 predictions video. But Gears 5 was just a complete shock to me when I heard that they actually brought it at E3. Because to me, Gears 4, it only released, I believe, 2 years ago. So I wasn't sure if we were going to get a Gears announcement yet. And to have both Halo 6 or Infinite and Gears 5 announced in the same conference, that was something. That was really good. So Microsoft really did it with the games, and not just the games, but also Game Pass. They're kind of making Game Pass more worth it. If you guys recall, I did a video on Game Pass where I think I was a little bit skeptical about what games were out. But here's the thing. More games are coming out. You got Fallout 4 on Game Pass now and stuff like that. So Game Pass is becoming more and more worth it. And some of the games they announced, they said are going to be coming to Game Pass too. So I may be getting Game Pass because of all these new games that I want to play. I mean, it's better than buying the game, especially if it's a single player game. You can just get the Game Pass even just for a month. And if you really want to play that single player game, get the Game Pass and then just play through it. That's all you have to do. So with the games, Microsoft are on point. But were they with their exclusives? See, here's the thing. They had 50 games, but I only counted about 6 or 7 exclusives in there. And by exclusives, I don't count that whole launch exclusive thing where, like, it's exclusive to the console for, like, 6 months or something before it comes on other consoles or stuff like that. I don't count that as, like, exclusive. I'm talking about proper exclusives. Games that I can only get on Xbox or the PC. Yes, I count the PC because, let's face it, it's Microsoft. Okay. So which ones were they? The only ones I remember, and you guys can tell me if there were any more in the comments below, were Forza Horizon 4, Ori and the Blind Forest, Gears 5, Halo Infinite. I think We Happy Few is also exclusive. Tunic, which is I think that's exclusive as well, that whole indie looking Fox game. And that's about it, I think. If I missed any, you guys tell me in the comments below, but I think that was all the exclusives that I saw out there. So about 6 or 7 maybe. So is that enough? Well, for Microsoft, I'd say that's a plus. Because Microsoft, let's face it, they haven't been as good with the whole exclusive thing as the other consoles have been. The other consoles will come out and show so much exclusives, especially Nintendo. But Microsoft hasn't been as good with it. So the announcements they announced were pretty good. Okay, how was the overall conference? The overall conference was amazing. Not only what they revealed, but how they did it. You didn't get a lot of talk like you did in certain other conferences that will go unnamed here. But you just got game, and then some talking to explain some things, which kind of made sense. But then it was like they didn't talk much. They just got game, and then some more, and then maybe some talking in between there. And that's what you need to have at these conferences. We don't want, I think a lot of gamers at least, don't want a lot of talking. We want to see the games, maybe a little bit of explanation of what you're doing, and then we want to see another game. I think that's what we want to do. So I'm glad that Microsoft did it that way. Even the way they ended it was amazing, how he's like, thank you, and then all of a sudden it looks like things are glitching up, and then Cyberpunk 2077. But what do you guys think about Microsoft's E3 conference? And what was the biggest surprise for you? Let me know in the comments below. Thanks for watching. Remember, like, and subscribe. May God bless you all.